Hey, what's up, guys? This is falkowa bringing you another match on Skid Row. I just recently prestiged to my 4th prestige, and so I really hate the symbol on the 4th prestige, and I really want to get it over with, so I decided that I'm going to use a assortment of guns to get a lot of challenges done. And so right now I'm using the Vector, and I just got the red dot with it a couple maps ago, and I saw Skid Row come up again, so I figured, you know what, it's a rush map, and decided instead of I haven't got the mini Uzi yet, and the umps, I'm kind of sick of it, so I tried out the Vector and decided that throughout this game that it's a pretty good gun, and I really recommend using it because the range on it is actually pretty far, in my opinion, for a submachine gun, and the rate of fire is, I think, the fastest of all the submachine guns, so it really takes out enemies pretty fast. And as you can see there, I got a sticky on that riot shield guy, which I would recommend if you see a riot shield and you have a Semtex to throw it on them, because it will kill them even if you hit the shield. So on this map I decided that I would pretty much stick to a full run and gun map, just running around and trying to get around enemies and flank them and come up behind them. And as you'll see, I am able to do that because submachine guns are very underrated, because I had a lot of success with the mini Uzi and the ump silenced, and on this map I really like the Vector with the red dot because I was able to use the red dot. Even though I like the iron sights on it, the red dot I think really helped me out with those long shots, and I'll try and point out the long range ones if I remember where they're at in this video. But flanking with a submachine gun is very easy in my opinion, because you're just able to run a lot faster, and mobility on submachine guns are a lot better than assault rifles. And you'll see on a couple instances when I kill people, I'm actually like on the side of them before they even notice me or start shooting, and that is just a very big advantage, especially if you have a good connection in a match, which that's a highly recommendation of using a submachine gun. Is if you have full bars, then you're going to be able to run around enemies or be harder to hit because you're so mobile. I keep getting knifed in this match. I think I end up getting knifed like 8 or 9 times. I don't know, you guys can count, and just it'll just be something fun to do, just to count how many times I get knifed, because I am not a knifer at all. I rather shoot an enemy because that's just part of the game. And look at this spray right here I get. This is where I think the Vector really shined, because most of these are hip fire kills, and I'm just able to mow them all down because of the fast rate of fire. Just killing them all, double kills out the butt right there. I put the PP 2000 as my secondary just because it was a run and gun map, and shotguns are a little bit harder to pull out, so machine pistols are a little bit faster, and I figured PP 2000 is a pretty good gun. I think it is the best machine gun class. The G18s akimboed are pretty good, but I find it hard to get to that because of the G18s are hard to use with their huge recoil. But so I'm using the Vector with red dot, scavenger. I don't think I got the pro yet in this map. Stopping power and steady aim, because the hip fire on the Vector I think is very key for the hip fire, and so you need steady aim. My kill streaks are Predator Missile, Harrier, and Emergency Airdrop, because I'm trying to use the Emergency Airdrop to give to my teammates. See, as you can see, I'm getting tons of points, so I'm just sharing it. I think I might actually take it off though as soon as I unlock another kill streak, because I've been playing a lot today, and the enemies have been getting all of my emergency airdrops, and you don't get no points for that. So I'm just kind of sick of my enemies always getting emergency airdrops, and I think I'm just gonna switch to Predator, Harrier, Pavlo or something. But I do end up ranking up on this map just from using one emergency airdrop, even though I get 2, just not enough time to use it. But it does give you a lot of points, and I think I went from 17 to 18, so it's a decent amount of points that I got just from, unlocking the challenges with the Vector and using the emergency airdrop. Really, the strategy that I would use in Skid Row with a submachine gun would be to stay out of long hallways or anywhere that you can get picked off really far from, because you're not going to be able to pick off enemies. Like in a place like right here, you kind of want to stay out of and run away. See, I always run to this alley, and it's a bad alley, and I figured I put smoke grenades as my specialty, because usually when people see smoke, they back away and play defensive, so I figure I can use the smoke to rush up to hot spots. And this part, whenever they have B, is a good place to be, because you can flank them really easily and be able to come up behind a lot of people. And when you come up behind a lot of people, you'll find out look, I see it drifted. I don't understand. Sometimes Predator missiles, in my opinion, drift a little bit, and that one just drifted right into the wall, and I didn't get any kills. But that happens. But I like this hallway, or this walk path, or whatever you want to call it, because when they have the B flag, you can come up a lot behind the enemies. As you can see, they were all running down this hallway, and I'm just behind all of them. So I would definitely recommend running down that pathway. And right here's a fail. Right there, yeah. That's a bad thing about staying in the middle of the map. You always get guys coming up from behind you, but I like to take risks, and I don't like to camp or anything, so I like to run around. And you're going to get shot in the back or knifed, but I don't know. I think playing more aggressive is more fun, even if, in my opinion, whenever I'm playing on Ground War, there's guys with headsets and everything, and they're trying to, focus into the game. But whenever I'm playing Ground War, there's just 18 players, and there's bombs going off and everything. So you're really not going to be able to hear anything. So what I do is I put some music on. I like, listening to Lil Wayne or Drake or something in the background, and just trying to find a rhythm, kind of. And that's what you need. You need to start out with like 2 or 3 kills or something, and just pick up a rhythm. And once you find out that you just play the game calmly, yeah, I died like 17 times and got knifed 9 times. But was I frustrated? And I really don't think so, not in this map, because I'm just running around trying to kill as many people as I can. My heart's pounding, and the last thing on my mind is just to get frustrated, because I know, sooner or later I'm going to have those streaks of 7-8 kills or so, because I ended up getting an emergency airdrop twice, and I'm using high kill streaks. I'm using 5, 7, 8. So most running gun guys might use like 3, 4, 5 or something, like real small, just so they can keep getting them. But I like just being able to pull off 5 kill streaks and get my Predator, and then go for a Harrier or Pavlo after that, or emergency airdrop. And I just like being able to run around and just kill people, especially on a map like Skid Row, where there's like a lot of corners and everything. And I found out that if you have a chopper gunner and an enemy has a Harrier up, do not call your chopper gunner in, because in this match our Harrier guy shot down the chopper gunner, and I've seen my Harrier shoot down Pavlos too. So flares do not matter whenever a Harrier's up. The Harrier actually shoots missiles at the opponent's kill streak. So if they have a Harrier up, I would not recommend using any kill streak that has air support. Just a tip. But if you haven't used a Vector, or used it around or something, see, like those are all hip fire kills right there. I did not aim down the sight and just look at the distance, and right there I was able to win a firefight just because of my rate of fire against that guy, and because I had really poor aiming. But I would definitely recommend trying to Vector out on a map like this, because it does actually have long range when used with red dot, and just able to aim a little bit better. And the hip fire and rate of fire really helps out for those close battles, even though I get knifed, and I don't think I really shot at those guys knifing me, but probably be able to pick off some knifer guys trying to get you with this gun. And here again, I come to this back alley, and I just get guys not even looking at me. Right here I get 2 kills right before the match ends, and I think I end 58